So we are here for this 28th TSC. For the agenda, we will cover some administrative topics and then have a focus on the different working group. And yeah, if someone on Orange can manage the lobby. Thank you. So on the participants, we have Orange, and let me check the different participants. Not sure we have currently Telecom Italia. And by the way, Carlo mentioned me that he will join with a delay. Orange DT is here. Telefonica is here. Vodafone, I'm not sure currently. Ericsson is here, and Nokia is here. So we've got 5 and 7. So we've got the quorum currently if we need some decisions. And we are pleased also to welcome Ubicube, Equinix, Canonical, Linux Foundation, of course. And I think I forget no one. So if it's the case, don't hesitate. And self-focus, sorry. Okay, so that's it for this session for today. Remind the Linux Foundation policies. So you've got the link and the rules that manage our call of today. And the next TSC will be animated by Carlo and will be the 21st of February. Concerning the introduction, you have different links you can rely on to have more documentation about Sylva. And I will start with the general news for today. The first one is that Sylva is in the shortlist for the Global Mobile Awards. So Orange applied for Sylva, and as you can see, we are in the category Best Cloud Solution. Last year, Rakuten won the awards, and now you've got the shortlist for this year with Sylva as an open source project hosted at the Linux Foundation Europe. So it's a very good news for the project to be a finalist. Thank you, Luis. Yeah, I think it's a global award, but for the moment we are just finalists. But yeah, very good things. I think that the work group communication, we have to rely on this first success. But we'll discuss this after. Okay, it was the first point. The second one is that we discussed during the two last TSC about the priority on the use cases. And so here, just to remind that we published a link where we have this list of the different use cases, mentioning explaining a little bit the context and the requirement, if there are any technical requirements. And we can also mention the Sylva release, who is managing the requirements. So it's just a document where you have extract of our different exchanges, and so you'll have the link in. You will have the links in the minutes of this TSC. Concerning the directed fund, the next meeting is tomorrow. So I don't know if we have. I think we have no communication yet to share. But Naomi, if you have in mind something, don't hesitate.
No updates for me either.
Okay. If you have any governance issue, please raise your hand. And if it's not the case, we will switch to the work group 1 with Matthew.
Hey everyone, you hear me? Yes. You hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, it's okay.
Great. Okay, so just to tell you that we delayed a little bit the release of Sylva v1. We have few missing components. We were waiting also for launcher 2.8.1 to be available. So it's a main piece of our solution, and we wanted to have an up-to-date version of launcher in our latest release. And it is important to have it because it also brings support for Kubernetes 1.27. So today we do have launcher 2.8.1 running in Sylva, and we recently also merged the support of Kubernetes 1.27 for RK2 and Kubernetes. So the main missing pieces for V1 today are mainly the monitoring stack that is under review and few other issues. And we will keep working on the technical documentation. Hopefully it will be ready for V1, but not sure. And that's it. So the plan is to deliver something, so the V1 mid-February. Just also to share with all of you that we do have some discussions with the MetalCube Ironic community regarding the DHCP-less feature that we would allow us to simplify workload cluster deployment on bare metal environment, especially for edge use cases. So the discussions are ongoing with MetalCube. They are in good progress, and an agreement seems to appear on the way to do it. So as soon as it will be ready in MetalCube, we will consume it in Sylva and provide this feature in Sylva. So I mentioned this bump to Kubernetes 1.27, and I'd like also to make it the default Kubernetes version, the one that we would support both for the management cluster and the workload clusters, meaning that as of Sylva v1, CNF vendor would have to provide some CNF compatible with Kubernetes 1.27 because this is the version that we will deploy for the workload clusters. Are we okay with that?
No objection. Okay.
And the Kubernetes 1.28 support will come really soon, I think before end of March. Is probably a 1.1 release of Sylva.
Is this release? Yeah, is this release is the targeted release for the long time support version on the community? Do we have any information on this? No.
I'm not sure there is an agreement at the community level. You mean by community the Kubernetes community?
Yeah,
CNCF?
Kubernetes community was discussing what will be the first long-time support release, but we have no information currently, as I understand.
I don't on my side, but
Okay.
Hi, sorry,
But-
Guillaume, to your question,
Yeah.
because I just happen to know a little bit of this.
Yeah.
So now 127 should be end of life by June, and 128 will be by October. So it's still in the normal cadence. There are other options in the market, and some of them they are up to 10-year long-term support.
Yeah.
But the standard one is in 27, 28 is still within this year, end of life.
Okay, thanks. Okay, any question
okay, that's all for me.
to Matthew and the work group 1? Okay, so we are very close to this V1 of the stack, which is a major milestone in the project. Since our 14 months, we have launched the project, so the last mile. So great work, great job. Thanks. The validation center, Luis. You are on mute and you have a specific icon on your microphone, Luis. I don't know what it means. Let me try to authorize your micro. Yes, Luis, can you try?
Now, yes, now. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am connected through my mobile and I had a lot of background noise, so you're disconnected. But now I can speak. So, quick update from working group 2. Well, this is we have had progress since the last meeting. Actually, in the last 2 weeks, we have completed validation for 2 network functions: the signaling controller from Ericsson that has been done in the Orange platform, and the NRF from 5G NRF from Casa Systems that has been validated in Telefonica platform. This is the one that was onboarded via the automation proof of concept, and then we have completed also testing, running the functional tests. So we have two new network functions validated, which is good news there. And we are progressing with 2 other ones. Okay, we are running another one from Casa that we expect to have it within the next 2 weeks as well, and the SDM from HPE that we have just started recently. And another thing is that we keep working on the integrating the SRIOV support in the OpenStack. We are still progressing with this complicated thing with the support from Canonical, and we will see how successful we are in the future. So this is the status: 2 new network functions validated and 2 network functions in progress right now. So the backlog is being emptied, and we need new network functions now to add to the backlog. For the future, complete the 2 that are in progress and kind of clean the backlog basically, and keep working the next step of automation, because after the successful proof of concept with nearby computing, now we want to incorporate the automatic generation of the validation report and things like that, and incorporating the functional testing within the platform and additional stuff that I'd like to test there. So this is the status of this week. To share, the only thing to share is the validation report for the latest one validated. The one from the Ericsson signaling controller is being generated, the report. We will share it the next time. And there's no decisions to be taken in this meeting. And that's all from my side.
Okay, Luis, many thanks. Is there any question to Luis? We have got the validation report from Casa NRF, right?
Yes, we have, yes.
It's this validation report are appreciated, very clear, with a clear view on the platform capabilities required and the test and the minimum functional test at the end. So yeah, very appreciated. Okay. Thank you, Luis. Just a comment on my side. You mentioned that your backlog is currently empty, and we are trying. We are in contact with different vendors who are evaluating the opportunity to apply. So
Yeah,
hope you will have soon.
me too as well. But
Okay.
anyway, right now it's getting empty. Still, we have 2 to go and 2 in the backlog, but getting empty.
Okay. No other question to the work group 2? Next meeting is tomorrow, as far as I remember.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So if you want to have a deep dive on this topic, you have the opportunity for tomorrow. Okay, concerning the work group 3 and the security requirements. Yeah, Mihai.
Yeah, hello everybody. Okay, so the updates since the last TSC is that inside the working group we had a follow-up meeting to discuss the Thales discussions, and we have identified several topics in which we could go forward with the discussions and the collaboration. CSI plugging in CTE and HSM integration. We will also try to pitch the idea to Thales to see if they would be interested in having a POC between the HSM and the Kubernetes Vault operator. So far, we are identifying a potential date for these discussions. It probably will happen somewhere at the beginning of March, either on the 6th or 7th. Some other things which have been done is that on the GitLab page, we have created a sub-project for the security requirements working group. The basic idea of this sub-project will be to bring more visibility, not just to the TSC members, but also to the whole public about what the group is doing and to provide more transparency. Here we will put information about general information about the UCS, what is a directive, what is a regulation, include the work which we are doing and the analysis, and also have the wiki pages for the meetings and so on, which will be under under construction. And the next steps for us is that we have several subsections under analysis regarding asset inventory, managing vulnerabilities, malfunctions and errors, both on policies and online, separation of data sets, technical safeguards, monitoring, and network access. So we have divided between the people in the working group these subsections. The idea is that they will work individually on the analysis, and in the working group, in order to make things more efficient, we will discuss them all together and have the conclusions for each one of them. And that's all from my side.
Any question to Mihai? Thanks for this update. We see that many topics are now ongoing, and it's also good to start also to have a community document released. So you mentioned the importance of transparency. Okay. Concerning workgroup 4, we have some news. I think Sundara is not connected. So what I propose, I can give the update, and if some participants, for example, Carlo or other participants of this workgroup can give more information, you are welcome. But Sundara shared to us that Kepler now is installed in their lab on HP hardware and OCP. And it's an important milestone for this working group. And now they want to host first telco use cases on this platform, and they are aiming to share the results around the 20th of February. So also concrete results on this working group. I don't know, Carlo, or other participants, if you can comment this part.
Well, I don't have other updates because I didn't participate directly to this activity, and the next meeting or working group 4 will be next Wednesday in a week from today. So maybe we will have more details on this activity during that meeting.
Okay. Any other comments? No question, please. We'll be very limited to answer it, but yeah. Something that we have not mentioned here is that Orange is also preparing a proposal concerning the fact that we want to share with the community the capacity to report the CO2 manufacturing and the energy consumption. So it's a complementary activity, as we already shared during this TSC. So we are working on maybe need some evolution of our internal architecture, software architecture, to promote it in open source, but we will share it to this TSC as soon as possible. Okay, so now we are going to progressing to our communication and adoption working group. Andre is with us.
Yes. So I changed at the last minute, so when you refresh it will appear that it's just one phrase. Yeah, no worries.
It's a magic button. Very useful during TSC.
Yes. So we continue to have a very strong point in terms of adoption of Sylva and to promote this adoption. We are doing the Sylva Dev Days. The registration link is also going to be sent. Prepare the communication on version 1, and also now with the shortlisted of Glomo. And we have some news that we will perform a demo of Sylva in Mobile World Congress this year. So it's jointly Self-Focus and Nearby, and also Orange is supporting us to show this demo of Sylva with the use case of mobile private network.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we can share. I can share this registration form. I can copy the link also to this TSC board. And you'll have the agenda also in a link.
Mm-hmm.
And we also mention the associated work group of the different demo and so on. And by the way, we had yesterday a proposal from Dutch Telecom Germany to add a topic on host routing solution. So Gojnik proposed this to add this item in the agenda. So we will add this proposal. I think it's important to have also some new challenges to address. And as discussed, it was also a topic that has been raised by Telecom Italia that to achieve in a proper manner the 5G core use cases, we need to enrich and to enhance our connectivity solutions. So I think it's going in this direction. Okay. So any question to Andre? And I see a question in the chat. So Andre.
Yeah, so
Let's
that
see.
was for me. So Andre, I was just curious. So you mentioned a demo at Mobile World Congress. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Is that going to be in a sponsor booth or is that a session?
No, it's going to be on the booth. So it's going to be on Nearby Computing booth. We need also to speak with Susie about this, but for sure in the Nearby Computing booth it will be.
Okay. I will say that it would be great to kind of know what companies are showcasing Sylva in their booths at Mobile World Congress. It would be a nice little social campaign that we could start basically publicizing so people
For
can
sure.
be more aware of Sylva and our presence there, since we don't actually have a booth. And I know this is something that the board asked for as well. That's going to be on the topic for tomorrow's meeting as well. It's just basically knowing what Sylva presence is going to be at Mobile World Congress and other events throughout the year. So that would be great. So if anybody else on this chat as well plans on showcasing Sylva, please let me know, and we can like kind of compile that information and start doing like little social posts and everything. So that would be good.
So right now, in terms of booth showing Sylva, it's Suze with the presentation that you already know, and Nearby Computing. Until now, no the other booth is going to present Sylva. Of course, a lot of people talk about Sylva, but not in the booth, in the corridors.
Perfect. Thank you.
Tim,
I'll
do you
connect
want
with
to add
you.
something?
Sorry, Guillaume, was that a question to me?
Yeah, we were speaking about the Mobile World Congress.
Yeah. So yeah, you were just clipping a little bit. That's why I wasn't sure whether you mentioned my name or not. Yeah. So what we are doing is we have like we're using one wall on the booth to basically showcase a couple of partner and customer activities, and that is where I have placed Sylva as well. So there will be the Sylva logo. So everybody walking by will basically get a visual of that we are prepared to talk about Sylva, and the presentation or / demo that we will be showing is around the sustainability initiative that Orange had proposed earlier on. So the carbon footprint measurements, the dashboards, like the contribution that Orange intends to make to the project and what the project intends to do following on from there. We have a call tomorrow to discuss the next level of detail. We have a draft presentation that I'm hoping to be able to share with the community soon. Yeah, and I'll also provide an update to the board tomorrow.
Okay, great. And so the work group 1 is totally aligned with this Mobile World Congress because we are going to deliver the V1 just before the Mobile World Congress to give a clear message to the market. Plus, as we already shared, this Glomo part. So definitely, Sylva will be on the corridors, on the booth, and on the press release during the Mobile World Congress. Thanks for the communication work group to have such success. Any question to Andre? Yeah, Naomi, go.
Yeah. So Guillaume, can you pull that up again, the Mobile World Congress thing? Because the one thing that we discussed in the last board meeting as well was if we were shortlisted, we want to promote that. And I think that is great content for us, even though we did not win. Being shortlisted is a big deal. So I was wondering, and maybe this needs to be brought up like directly into the working group, but I was wondering if there is something that we can do around this, like maybe a short blog or something that talks about our submission and then links out to the fact that we were shortlisted. Is that something that could be possible? Nicolas, I see your hand.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to be discreet, but Julie is currently working on a draft of a post for LinkedIn. And the idea is to submit it to the communication group by Thursday. So we can have something. Guillaume identified something that was a communication LinkedIn post that was done by F5 a year ago for their shortlisting. I think it's a very good basis, very good baseline for a LinkedIn post. So we'll have a proposal for tomorrow's meeting.
Perfect.
And Naomi, yeah.
Oh no, I clicked my hand by accident. Sorry.
Okay. So any other topic you want to share or some questions to these wonderful leaders and work group leaders around this table? No? No? Okay. So thank you and see you in 2 weeks, and Carlo will manage this next TSC. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.